At first glance, certain behaviors may appear quirky, inefficient, or even lazy. But beneath these seemingly odd patterns lies a deeper truth. Many of these habits are actually signs of high intelligence. Highly intelligent individuals often navigate life in ways that prioritize mental efficiency, creativity, and deep introspection, even if that means eating the same thing daily or staying up all night. Here's a breakdown of these fascinating traits. 1. Repeating meals. Simplicity as a cognitive strategy. To many, eating the same food every day seems dull. But for high-functioning individuals, it's a way to reduce decision fatigue. The brain can only make so many good decisions in a day. By removing trivial choices, like what to eat or where, mental energy is conserved for complex problems. It's no coincidence that icons like Steve Jobs and Mark Zuckerberg adopted uniform daily outfits. Similarly, repeating meals helps streamline life and boosts focus. It's not about being unadventurous, it's about being deliberate. 2. Designing systems you don't use. Creating elaborate productivity systems, apps, planners, habit trackers, only to abandon them later isn't failure, it's overthinker behavior. For some intelligent minds, the joy lies in the architecture of optimization rather than the execution. Think of it as building a city but forgetting to move in. The brain enjoys systems, but implementation may take a backseat to curiosity and novelty. 3. Craving solitude after socializing. Unlike extroverts who recharge through interaction, intelligent introverts often seek solitude after social gatherings. They process interactions more deeply and deplete social energy quickly. Studies show these individuals may experience lower life satisfaction when socializing excessively. Alone time isn't antisocial, it's a vital recovery period for reflection and creativity. 4. Being a night owl. If you're most alert when others are asleep, you might be a late-night thinker. Night owls often score higher in abstract reasoning and problem-solving. Their brains aren't bound to the sun's schedule. Historical figures like Darwin and Mozart thrived in the quiet of night. While the world rests, these minds ignite. 5. Getting bored by small talk. Discussions about weather or mundane updates can feel unbearable to intelligent individuals. That's because they seek deeper, more meaningful stimulation. Surface-level chatter doesn't satisfy a mind that's busy contemplating existence, science, or creative concepts. It's not rudeness, it's a craving for intellectual depth. 6. Thriving under deadline pressure. Procrastination isn't always a flaw. For many brilliant thinkers, it's a subconscious strategy. Pressure can sharpen focus and trigger hyperproductivity. Leonardo da Vinci, for instance, delayed the Mona Lisa for 16 years. Under the looming presence of a deadline, intelligent minds can enter a state of flow, bypassing distractions and delivering exceptional results. 7. Using unusual or obscure humor. If your jokes often involve physics metaphors or literary references that no one gets, that might be your superpower. Research links intelligence with appreciation for complex, sometimes dark humor. These individuals find joy in cleverness, irony, and wordplay, even if others need a diagram to understand their punchlines. 8. Social awkwardness. From overthinking. Overanalyzing every interaction, replaying conversations, dissecting gestures, is common among high IQ individuals. They're not inept at socializing, their minds just don't shut off. This overprocessing can make everyday interactions feel like boss battles. Einstein, a famously awkward genius, showed how intelligence and social fluency don't always align. 9. Questioning everything. Highly intelligent people often resist accepting things at face value. They're driven by curiosity and a desire to understand, not just know. This holy curiosity, as Einstein called it, leads them to challenge norms, question authority, and even rethink their own beliefs. It's not rebellion, it's intellectual integrity. 10. Distrusting instructions, preferring DIY. If you ignore manuals, bake without measuring, or reassemble gadgets just to test your own method, you likely have a high need for cognition. Intelligent people often prefer figuring things out on their own. It's not defiance, it's mental exploration. They trust their ability to learn by doing. 11. Forming emotional bonds with objects. Ever apologized to a chair after bumping into it or felt bad tossing old socks? That's emotional intelligence, not irrationality. Anthropomorphism, the act of assigning human traits to objects, is tied to high empathy and social sensitivity. These individuals blur the lines between objects and beings, revealing a deep capacity for connection. Conclusion: the world often misunderstands intelligence because it doesn't always look polished or efficient. It can appear as procrastination, social oddness, or obsessive routines. But look closer, and you'll find minds that are optimizing for complexity, resisting the mundane, and constantly exploring. So if you've been labeled weird for loving silence, thriving under pressure, or questioning everything, maybe you're not odd. Maybe you're just operating on a higher mental frequency. Intelligence doesn't always follow convention. Sometimes, it looks like cereal at 2 p.m., laughter at your own obscure joke, or apologizing to a coffee table. And that's perfectly brilliant.